minute I saw Mom slip the envelope under Dad's pillow while he was in the shower, I knew something was seriously wrong. But I didn't know it would lead me to the most insane discovery of my life. My entire family was living a lie. And I mean everyone. My parents, my brother, even our address. The only real thing in my house? My dog. And he's the one who saved my life. I always thought my family was pretty normal, maybe a little boring if I'm being honest. Dad worked in finance, Mom was a dental hygienist, and my older brother Marcus was this annoying jock who spent most of his time at football practice. The only family member I actually liked was our golden retriever, Biscuit. That dog was literally the only genuine thing in that house. I mean, I loved my family and all, but we weren't exactly close. Dad was always traveling for work, Mom was constantly on her phone, and Marcus only talked to me when he needed something.
Riley, can you tell Mom I'll be late for dinner?
Why don't you text her yourself?
My phone died.
Marcus, your phone is literally in your hand and the screen is on.
Just tell her, okay? God, you're so annoying.
Yeah, that was pretty much the extent of our sibling bonding, but everything changed the day I saw Mom with that envelope. I was walking past her bedroom when I noticed her door was slightly open. She was standing by Dad's side of the bed, holding this thick manila envelope, and she kept looking over her shoulder like she was afraid someone would catch her. My heart started pounding. Was Mom having an affair? Was she leaving Dad? She slid the envelope under his pillow, smoothed out the comforter, and then practically sprinted out of the room. She didn't even notice me standing there. I waited until she went downstairs before sneaking into their bedroom. My hands were shaking as I reached under Dad's pillow. The envelope was gone! What the heck? I'd literally just seen her put it there like 2 minutes ago.
Looking for something?
I spun around to find Dad standing in the doorway in his bathrobe. I thought I left my phone charger in here.
Your phone charger?
Yeah.
The one that's currently plugged into your phone. In your hand?
Busted. Dad just smiled this weird, tight smile.
Dinner's in 20 minutes.
That night at dinner, everyone was acting off. Like, really off. Mom kept glancing at Dad, Dad kept glancing at Marcus, and Marcus kept glancing at me. The only normal one was Biscuit, who was under the table begging for scraps like usual.
So, Riley, how was school today?
Since when did Dad care about my school day? Fine.
Just fine? Nothing interesting happen?
Not really. Same boring classes, same boring teachers.
And your friends? How are they?
Okay, this was getting creepy. They're good, Dad. Are you feeling okay?
Never better, sweetheart. Just making conversation.
Actually, we wanted to talk to you both about something.
My stomach dropped. This was it. They were getting divorced.
Your father and I are going on a little trip this weekend. Just the two of us. Marcus will be staying at Tyler's house, and we've arranged for Mrs. Henderson from next door to check in on you.
Wait, I have to stay home alone?
You're 16, Riley. I think you can handle 2 days by yourself.
I actually didn't mind being alone. What bothered me was how weird they were all being about it. That Friday, I waved goodbye to my parents and brother from the front porch. The second their cars disappeared around the corner, I went straight to their bedroom. I tore that room apart. I checked under the mattress, in the drawers, behind the pictures on the wall. I was about to give up when Biscuit started barking at the closet. What is it, boy? He scratched at the carpet near the back corner. I pushed aside Mom's dresses and saw what looked like a loose floorboard. My hands were trembling as I pried it up. Inside was a metal lockbox. I tried everything to open it. I used a hairpin, a screwdriver, even tried to smash the lock with a hammer. Nothing worked. Then I remembered. Dad kept a key ring in his office desk. In his office, I rifled through the drawers until I found a small key that looked like it might fit. As I was closing the drawer, I noticed a folder labeled Family Documents. I flipped it open, and my blood ran cold. Inside were birth certificates, but not for me or Marcus. They were for 2 other kids. What the actual hell? My fingers were shaking so hard I could barely hold the papers. I ran back to the bedroom, shoved the key into the lockbox, and it clicked open. What I found inside made me want to throw up. Passports, At least a dozen of them. Different names, different faces, but I recognized my parents in some of them, and Marcus, and even me, except the name underneath my photo said Rachel Thompson. There were also bundles of cash, several cell phones, and a USB drive. I didn't even think. I just grabbed the USB drive and ran to my room, locking the door behind me. I plugged the USB into my laptop and found dozens of files. Most were encrypted, but a few were accessible. I clicked on one labeled Instructions, Emergency Only. A video started playing. It was Dad, sitting in what looked like a hotel room.
If you're watching this, then something has gone wrong, and we had to disappear without you. I'm sorry, Riley, or whoever you are in this scenario. None of this was supposed to happen like this. Your mother and I work for a government agency. We're not who you think we are. Marcus isn't your real brother. He's another operative son who we've been raising as part of our cover. And you...
He paused, running his hand through his hair.
You're the only real thing in this family, Riley. Your mother really did give birth to you. But after you were born, we realized we couldn't keep doing this job and raise you safely. We were going to quit, but then the agency told us if we left, they'd take you, use you, train you to be like US.
I was full-on sobbing now.
So we stayed. We kept doing our jobs, moving from place to place, taking on new identities. We changed your name, your background, everything to keep you safe, to keep you normal. You deserve a normal life, Riley, not this.
The video cut out. I don't know how long I sat there crying. It could have been minutes or hours. All I knew was that my entire life had been a lie. Then Biscuit barked. Not his normal bark, his warning bark. I heard the front door open. Riley, honey, we're home. Mom's voice, but they weren't supposed to be back until Sunday. I quickly ejected the USB drive and shoved it in my pocket. My heart was hammering as I heard footsteps on the stairs. Riley, where are you, sweetie? I looked at Biscuit. He was growling at my bedroom door, his hackles raised. That's when I knew whoever was downstairs wasn't my mom. I grabbed Biscuit's collar and slowly opened my window. We were on the second floor, but there was a trellis that I'd climbed down a million times when I was younger.
Riley, open this door right now.
I climbed onto the window ledge, Biscuit in my arms. He was shaking. It's okay, boy. I've got you. I started climbing down just as I heard my bedroom door burst open.
She's running!
I didn't look back. I just kept climbing, my arms burning, my heart racing. The second my feet hit the ground, I ran. I ran until my lungs felt like they were going to explode. I ended up at the 24-hour grocery store 3 blocks from my house, hiding in the bathroom with Biscuit, trying to figure out what to do. I couldn't call the police. Who would believe me? And even if they did, Dad said the agency was government. For all I knew, the cops worked for them too. I pulled out the USB drive. There had to be more on there. Some kind of plan. Some kind of help. That's when my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Riley, it's Dad. The real Dad. Use the USB. Find the encrypted files. Password is Biscuit's birthday. We're coming for you. Stay hidden. Biscuit's birthday, October 4th. I plugged the USB back into my phone and typed in 1004. The files opened. Inside was everything. Safe houses, contact information, money transfers, and a video labeled, "Watch this first." I clicked it. Dad appeared on screen again, but this time Mom was with him. They both looked exhausted.
Riley, if you're seeing this, then you know the truth, and we're so sorry.
We've been planning our exit for years. We have everything in place. New identities for all of us. The real us. A place where the agency can't find us.
Marcus doesn't know yet. We couldn't risk telling him until the last possible moment, but he'll come with us. He has to.
There's a safe house in Milwaukee. The address is in the files. Go there. We'll meet you.
We love you, Riley. We always have.
You're the reason we're doing all of this. You're the reason we want out.
The video ended. I looked down at Biscuit, who was resting his head on my lap. What do you think, boy? Should we trust them? He licked my hand. That was all the answer I needed. I found the address in the files, called an Uber, and Biscuit and I headed to Milwaukee. The safe house was a tiny apartment above a laundromat. It was clean but sparse. Just a bed, a table, and a mini fridge. There was a note on the table. Stay put. We'll be there by morning. Destroy the phone you used to call the Uber. There's a burner in the drawer. Love, Mom and Dad. I did what they said, then collapsed on the bed with Biscuit curled up next to me. I must have fallen asleep because the next thing I knew, someone was shaking my shoulder.
Riley, wake up.
I opened my eyes to find Dad standing over me. Dad! I threw my arms around him and he held me tight.
I'm so sorry, sweetie. I'm so sorry.
Mom rushed in next, followed by Marcus, who looked just as confused as I felt.
What the hell is going on? Dad said we were in danger, that we had to leave right now. And why is Riley here?
Dad sat us both down and explained everything. Marcus's face went from confused to shocked to angry to something I couldn't quite read.
So none of it was real? We're not even really brother and sister?
No, but we raised you both. We love you both. That part is real.
Your real parents were killed in the line of duty. We took you in, raised you as our own.
Marcus was quiet for a long time. Then he looked at me.
You know what's funny? You're the most annoying little sister I've ever had. But you're still my sister.
I started smiling like a total idiot. Really?
Yeah, really. We've been through too much weird family stuff to not be related at this point.
3 months later, we were living in a small town in Montana under new names. Mom was a librarian. Dad taught high school history, Marcus played football at his new school, and I was just trying to figure out who I was now that I knew the truth. The only constant was Biscuit. One night, I was sitting on the porch with him, watching the sunset, when Mom came out with 2 mugs of hot chocolate.
How are you doing, sweetie?
Honestly, I don't know. Some days I'm angry, some days I'm sad, some days I'm just numb.
That's normal.
Is it though? Is anything about our lives normal?
No, but we're going to make it normal. Starting now. No more lies, no more secrets. Just us.
And Biscuit!
And Biscuit. The only honest one in the family.
I laughed, actually laughed. It felt good. You know what the crazy thing is? Even though everything was fake, it didn't feel fake. Like, yeah, Marcus and I aren't blood related. And yeah, you guys were pretending to be other people, but the feelings were real, right? The love was real?
The love was always real, Riley. That was the one thing we never had to fake.
Biscuit barked in agreement. And for the first time since this whole mess started, I actually believed it. Because at the end of the day, family isn't about who you're related to, or what names you go by, or what secrets you're keeping. It's about who stays when everything falls apart, and who brings you hot chocolate while you're trying to figure it all out, and who's willing to climb out a second-story window with a golden retriever just to keep you safe. That's real family. Everything else, that's just details.